Howdy, 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 howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. How are you? How are we doing? I'm sharing again. I get told off, for giving too much away for free. But I've got to entice you, haven't I? So I'm here to entice you, right? Because I have had a few people take advantage of the Black Friday offer. 33% off. 33% off the Change Your Life programme. It's a 10-week programme. But you can do it as quick as you like, actually. There's a lady going on holiday and she's just joined it. And she was saying, shall I wait till after my holiday? And I said, no, definitely not. Just get in there and start. Right, can I have confirmation that you can hear me? Hi, Louise. I haven't seen you or heard from you for a while. Now, I have been busy. I will have to swing back round and catch up with you. Have I been neglecting you? I've been busy with me book still. Busy with me book. I've been writing my book and then crossing stuff out and then moving stuff around. And it's actually been quite an emotional process. Up until last night, there was tears, lots of tears. Tears of frustration, actually, because I've always believed that other people would be able to do it better than me. Always. And it's not true, right? We'll have to find our own confidence. You got your Christmas tree up? I'm not putting mine up until December. So today Louise has already done the programme, but it's always good to refresh, right? So, a little bit of history. I'm Claire. I'm the founder of the Sober Goals Programme, right? But being sober might not be your goal, right? So don't switch off. You don't have to commit to anything. In my world, there isn't really any rules. There's no fail, right? You cannot fail because my special system, let me talk you through it, right? First, we start off stuck like Susie. Now, my guess is you're not stuck like Susie because you're here watching this. So you're observing like Ollie. Now, she's looking at other people who are sober and thinking, how will that work in my life? And then when she's ready, she's going to say, right, I'm confident now. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to take action. So if you're waiting until you're feeling like this, you need to get in there because the program walks you right back from Susie to here. Okay? Because this isn't the end of the story. Once you're sober, or once you've stopped or cut down or you've got what you want out of this, right? Think of your sober goal a little bit like if you went to Weight Watchers or if you went to Slimming World. You could be sitting beside somebody who wants to lose 8 stone and you might just want to lose 5 pounds. So it's your individual sober goal. The goal might not be sober. The goal could be to just drink not midweek, just drink it at weekends. You need to get in the program before you decide really what you want. But if you know something needs to change, then that's really the right time to step forward. So back to this. So then you become engaged like Elsie. So you're taking part in sober life. You're not just staying home with the curtains closed. You're actively going out and you're socialising sober and you're telling people that this is your new way of living, if that's what's important to you. And you're trying other things. You're trying other ways to have fun. Okay? And then suddenly you become rebalanced because it doesn't matter anymore. You're not looking back. You're actually looking back and feeling a little bit like you wish you could support these people who aren't as far as you, right? And then that's when you start feeling that you're rebalanced, like Riley, okay? But there's a stage before this, and that's the Change Your Life programme, which includes the Sober Goals programme. So what I've added before that, I'll put them back. I look a bit naked without them up there. So what I've added before that right? Hang on, we'll check Louise's with her. Oh, the Christmas tree new begin. It's a good job it wasn't a couple of days ago. It would have blown away. And you've lost £4. Oh, right. Oh, you've been running. Hey, you're getting good. I bet you weren't running in that wind. I heard it was terrible. The school roof blew off in Guidepost, I heard. Yes, so on the Change Your Life programme, you get extra. You get the Sober Goals programme, but at the front, you also get a couple of three extra sessions, right? And this is part of the first session. The first session is where we'll look at your pillars of motivation, right? So you might think, what the heck are you talking about, Claire? Well, this is what's going to keep you going. This is really where you're going to be thinking, well, God, this is hard. So what I want to do is break it down for you. So instead of thinking about the whole picture, you're really focusing on just one area of your life that you want to change. So it might be that you want to change your health, right? So we should write health on there. Your health, for anybody who's not. Your health, right? So it might be that your health's actually nipping you and you're thinking, I really need to do something about this. But this scares me because you don't have any signs of your liver damaging until it's already damaged. The damage is already done before you get any pain. So don't rely on waiting for any twinges to think, well, I feel all right. You know, I don't have anything, you know, it's, but health, obviously, if that's nipping you for another area, for other reasons, I feel like this out trumps everything else, because without your health, the other things aren't needed. You know, we've got to look at the statistics, which are quite scary to see that, well, yeah, alcohol is the main cause of cancer. There's so many things that it's responsible for, and it's like we dance around it, we give it to each other as birthday presents, and it's really, once you start looking at it, and once you step away from it and realize how good you feel without it, it almost makes sense that it's poison. That's why you feel groggy and feel so poisoned. You know, so, but at this stage, it might not be important to you. That might not be important. It might be, oh, actually, it might be your weight. So we might soften that one, right? It might be your weight. And yes, that could lead to other problems, but it might just be on the surface that you just want to look nice in your clothes or you want to feel better in your body. Okay, so it depends at what level you're at. You could be sitting beside somebody where this is life or death, or someone who just wants to, you know, not feel so anxious through the week. So there's so many different levels, but if you think this is going to be helpful for you, just to look at how you can motivate yourself in a different way. Instead of thinking, oh, I really want to wine, but I shouldn't, you're changing all of that language. You're changing, and instead of thinking of as alcohol as your reward, you're really questioning your beliefs about it, right? So it might be your wealth. Wealth might be what's driving you. And that's not just about how much alcohol costs. You know, that's interesting that I've never had a client say they want to stop drinking because of the cost. I've never had that. And I think we'll find a way. We'll always seem to find a way for things like that. You know what I mean? You just find a way. But with the wealth, it could also be, what else could you achieve? If you had the time and energy, what else would you want to put your time and energy towards? And would it increase your wealth? Could it increase your wealth, or could you change your career or start a side hustle that you've always dreamed of? If you had that energy, and it might be that you don't think you have the skills to do it, but it's amazing what you believe is possible once you stop drinking. You know, and it's not about thinking, oh, well, I haven't got that skill, I can't do it. You find out either how to learn or find somebody who's done it before. So there's always a way around it, but if wealth is the thing that's going to motivate you, then look at that area, right? Or it might be your relationship. And this could be your relationship with yourself. It doesn't have to be with your other half. Or it could be your relationship with your kids, with your parents, with your whoever's in your life, right? So and this might change every week, every day. It might be that this week, because you're having a bad time with your other half, that this is the area that you want to really keep motivating yourself and thinking, well, how would it help? How will it improve my relationship? Now, interestingly, this could be that you feel that that's pulling you to drink. So you just start to analyze. You might think, oh, well, I need to connect with my other half because we're feeling distant. And often we say, oh, let's have a drink. We'll have a drink together, or we'll go out drinking. But are you really connecting? And then notice, is that the only time you're connecting? And no one's told you to stop drinking at all. It's just looking at it, looking at when you drink or what's motivating you to stop, and how will the decision impact each of these areas of your life. But each week, it's about saying, right, which area is important to me, okay? Because you might have smaller dots in one area. You might have 2 dots in one area. Or you might have one big dot here which out-trumps all the other dots. Right? So then you would say, right, so for my health, that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at my health. And it's just something about putting that down on paper and just acknowledging that is why. That's why you're doing this. Just giving yourself that. And it's not a big deal, but that's like one part of the session. And then obviously we'll go deep on why you've chose that area and what impact it would have on every other area of your life and the other people in your life, So, and then we'll start looking at the ladies. So each of these ladies have a reason for drinking and a reason for quitting. And at each stage, there's tools and techniques that I've got that I share as part of the program that help to move you forward. So your challenge in the 10-week challenge is just to challenge yourself to get in there and watch the videos, do the workbooks, and immerse the content. I've got some of it on audio, so you can listen or watch a video. And just the idea of having a journal and setting time aside for this, it just makes you take it serious. So take advantage of the 33% discount. Reach out and I'll send you the link, or I'll put the link in the comments. And if you've got any questions, just reach out. And hopefully I'll see you inside the program. Bye from me.